Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of the Strength series. These episodes are about gaining muscle and cutting fat, specifically for guys. In this episode, I'm going to talk about nutrient timing. In other words, what your protein, carbohydrate and fat content should be at each meal in a given day. If you want to gain muscle, you need a calorie surplus. I've put my numbers below that we calculated in the previous episode if I want to gain muscle. So, just to recap, protein is going to be 2 grams per kilo of body weight. Fat is 1 gram per kilo of body weight, with a little less on workout days, bit more on rest days. And then carbs is just however many I need to take me up to my calorie total, which was going to be 300 above maintenance level. Your numbers might look slightly different. I know a lot of people like to use a higher protein content and a slightly lower carb. So I've searched online and found the macros for 4 guys, and that's going to help me outline the basic rules that they follow. Each of them weigh between 80 and 90 kilos and consume between 2,600 and 3,000 calories a day. I'm going to call them A, B, C and D. If you want to find out who they actually are, their social media profiles are in the description below. Just a heads up, their protein intakes are quite high. I imagine this is because they all have supplement sponsors. So not only is cost not an issue for them, they're probably being paid to take on that much protein, or at least to say they do when they have to outline their diet. So each of them take on between 220 and 270 grams of protein per day. Personally, I think the lower end is more than enough. There are 100 reasons why you're not gaining muscle, and only one of them involves buying more protein powder. So if you read an article somewhere that tells you you need loads more protein, just ask yourself one question: does the website that the article appears on sell protein powders? Now, you might have heard bodybuilders talk about eating 6 meals a day. One of the main reasons for that is it's generally a good idea to spread your protein out across the day. You've also got 2 other considerations. One is that you need around 20 grams of protein to maximize protein synthesis. And 2, because of the rate your body absorbs it, for the average guy, a limit of 45 to 50 grams of protein per meal is a good idea. So for me, with my 150 grams, I could split it up in several ways. I could have 3 meals of 50 grams of protein, 4 meals of 37, 5 meals of 30, or 6 meals of just 25. Either that, or I can just mix and match. So let's look at our 4 guys, starting with person A. He's very by the book. He's got 40 grams of protein every 3 hours with an evening workout. Person B, he's gone for 4 pretty even meals of 55 grams and a midday workout. Person C is split his protein into 8 meals and there's reasonable portion sizes at each one. And lastly, D, similar to C, he's gone for 8 meals and an evening workout. In terms of what you can do, that depends on your schedule. But if you've got a 9 to 5 office job, you probably don't want to be eating 6 meals a day. If you chose 4 meals, you could just do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and after your workout. If you want to add in a 5th, that could be a mid-morning or a mid-afternoon snack. You're looking to get between 25 and 45 grams of protein per meal. So for me, I work out at midday. I could do 40 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 30 after my workout. Next up, we'll do fat. These guys are very aligned, so they have between 54 and 66 grams of fat on their gym days. Looking at person A, he's Mr. Consistent. He has exactly 11 grams of fat at each of his meals. Looking at B, he's put more of his fats in the meal after his workout. C also has it at in the evening, at the end of the day, and that's the same for D. In terms of guidelines, I think as long as you're hitting your total, then it's whatever feels right at each of your meals. So these guys are going to have protein shakes probably as the meal after their workout, and they tend to be minimal fat, so the fats have to be spread evenly across the other meals. If I was doing it, I would maybe go 15 at breakfast, 20 at lunch, and 25 at dinner. I have slightly more fat for breakfast than these guys because I like to start my day with eggs. Last up is carbohydrate. When I did my sports science degree, the general guideline was 75% of your carbs in the meals around your workout. The science has progressed slightly since then, so we'll just see what the 4 guys do first. If we go back to person A, his carbs are very spread out with a spike at breakfast and after his workout. B has a lot of carbs in the meal after his workout. C is similar to A in that he has a spike at breakfast and after his workout. And D prefers to put more of his carbs before his workout. So you can see there's quite a mix. We'll go over insulin in the next episode, but for gaining muscle, it's recommended that you have more of your carbs at breakfast than you would at your other kind of staple meals. So if I'm having 75% of my carbs around my workout, that leaves me 25%, which is 90 grams to have for dinner. So I could have 90 for breakfast, 90 after workout, and 120 for lunch. If I wanted to eat more like the fitness models, I could split my dinner into two and have one portion as a mid-afternoon snack. The next episode will cover two important considerations: glycemic index and glycemic load. These determine the type of carbs you should eat at each meal and how much of them you should eat. For now, I've put below what my meal plan could look like. I'm following three basic rules. They are protein at every meal, more carbs around my workout, and more fat away from my workout. That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching.